Hey everybody, we're going to take a look at what's in this box right here. It is a Mongoose Legion L100. It is Amazon's choice for adult men and women's BMX bike. Now what we have in this box, so other than a big complete bike, yes, it comes packaged very well. The back wheel is supported with those plastic things for the axle. Everything's taped up nice and so that it doesn't scratch. Let's get it out of the box. They got it all together in a box full of Okay, now here's the bike unpackaged and with all the protective stuff taken off of it. Things I've noticed so far is this ridiculous tag. I'll try to get rid of that. Other things I've noticed is on the forks, some more sticky stuff, and on the top tube here, some sticky stuff. Now that being said, things that I do like about this bike before I even start, look at this, more sticky stuff. Now like I said, or I was saying, things I like about this bike before starting to put it together was they hydrofoamed the top tube here where it runs into the seat post. That's amazing. I paid $270 for this complete bike. It is a full chrome ollie, frame, fork, bars, and cranks. It comes with double wall rims. The rear cassette is sealed. The bottom bracket here is sealed. And the headset is sealed. The only bearing that is not sealed is the front hub, and it rolls kind of a little rough. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. All right, let's put it in the bike stand and we'll put it together. All right, now that I got it in the stand and I looked it over a little bit, I've noticed some other things that I like all the welds everywhere on this bike are pretty decent. So that's nice. Other things I've noticed is, and this is me being super picky, is I don't know if it's the crank that's turned on too tight, or if it's the cassette that's actually making it, that turns hard like that. We'll find out when we get into it a little bit. First thing we'll do is we'll pull that chain guard off and get rid of that reflector. Okay, here it is. I kept this bike fully stock except for two things. I put some pegs front and back, some plastic deco pegs, shout out to Chad DeGroot. And on the brakes, I switched out these 10mm wrench nuts for some 5mm, I don't even know what you call them, but they're for the Allen. It just works so much better when you're just trying to angle your brake pads. So other than that, I wanted to keep it completely stock. That way I can tell you what's good on it and what's bad. So far, my favorite thing looking at this bike is the CNC machined sprocket. I mean, that is beautiful. Like I said, all the welds look pretty good. This brake, I don't know, so far seems all right. I haven't tried it out, but initially everything looks good. The brake lever is a little square, so it's not as smooth, I guess, feeling to your finger as like a die-comp Tech 77 lever. These grips, I am really impressed with these grips. They're mushroom style. They're soft without ever using them, so that's really nice. I like the fact that the brake lever is removable without taking the grip off. That's, you don't see on low-end bikes. It's got a pivotal seat, which is nice. So far the tires look like they'd be a good all-around tire. They are 2.1 width. When I bought the bike from Amazon, the description said 2.4, but these are 2.1. Maybe the newer version, because this is the old version. That's why I got it for $270. Maybe that comes with a 2.4. So far, the first thing I would change out would be this chain. It is a KMC 410. It can snap real easy. It should last a few months though. I'm not going to worry about it. I would most likely upgrade to a KMC 510. That's going to last longer. If I wanted to be 100% sure of the bike, I would go with a KMC 710. The cool chain, that is what it's called. I love that chain. It's not as nice as the Shadow Supreme chain, but is probably the second best chain you can get for a bike. It comes with a 2-piece crank. This side is wedged in, whereas the other side is an 8-spline crank. If I were to try to lighten the bike, I think that would be the first place I would go. But as far as after the chain, the second thing I would replace would be the handlebars, only because they are small for my personal, the way I like my bike to ride. These are 8 and 3/4 inch rise, I believe, and I ride 10-inch bars. This stem, I don't know, it's a bit narrow, like I said, for my liking. I don't know how it's going to hold up, but it is a 50mm reach. That's pretty standard. That's right in the middle between like a tech stem and a trail stem. This whole bike is pretty mid of the line geometry. It's got a 75-degree head tube angle, which is right in the middle. The back end is a little long as far as right in the middle nowadays. They can get into the 12-inch, and they can get as long as into the 14s, I believe. This is 13 3/4 for the rear end length. It's got a 21-inch top tube, which is good for anybody 6 foot. I'm 6'2". I've always ridden a 21-inch top tube ever since I learned about geometry, and I've always liked the size. If you wanted this to look a little bit more high-end, I already took all the reflectors off. That way it's going to look a little bit more like a custom bike. If you wanted to, like I said, do a little bit more, you could take the stickers off. There's a mongoose sticker right there, the Legion on the side, the L100 right there, the L100 right there, and then that mongoose head badge, as well as whatever that is on the fork. If you remove those and cleaned it up, the bike, I mean, other than the mongoose on the back of the seat, not too many people are going to know that this is a mongoose bike. Oh yeah, there's also a mongoose sticker on the handlebars there. People would probably never know, and you could probably pull it off as a custom bike or maybe a higher end We the People complete. So why did I make this video, you might ask? Curiosity, really. Ever since Mongoose ever came out with these Legion L100s, they do make one called the Legion 500. It's pretty much the same thing, except for it comes with 4-piece bars and a free coaster. But ever since they came out with the L100, which was a couple of years before the L500, I was curious about it. I was just curious on how well it'd hold up against a big adult. I mean, I'm 6'2", I weigh 260. Scotty Kramer just came out with a video not too long ago where his brother Matty Kramer, who rides for Mongoose, rode the year or the model newer than this one, and he was doing some amazing tricks on it, but I don't know how big Matty is. I'm guessing he's 160 tops. I got 100 pounds on him probably. So I want to find out if this bike, this complete bike that I bought for $270, will hold up to a guy my size. And the fact that it was $270 at that time, I couldn't pass up that deal. Been curious for years about it. I'm gonna have fun with this thing, trying it out. I'll be taking it to pump tracks, different skate parks, as well as my custom bike, and we'll see the difference. First couple videos, I want to do it just as it comes. I'm not going to upgrade anything. Like I said, the only thing I put on were the pegs, and I changed out these little nuts for the brakes. I might upgrade the handlebars. My lower back is really bad, so I might be upgrading the handlebars. Who knows? We'll see. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you'll come back and watch my future videos. Thank you. Bye.